I mean, we want to, we want to approach it in different ways. Obviously, to continue to get in basketball shape. So the minutes that you're on the floor, play them hard. And also continue to get continuity as a team. Continue to run our sets, but we can get comfortable in our game. In this time of the year, you got to slow your mind down while your body's going fast. So I feel like both of them go fast at the same time. So it's going to be good for a lot of us to get, game speed, game action going. So I think it's just our job while we're out there just to play hard for the minutes that coach play us.
Spo was saying you're calling the new rip move stuff in practice.
The new what?
The new rip move, the new where they're not going to let you maybe create contact as much. Do you think that rule's going to impact you at all?
I don't know. I've been in this league 9 years. There's been a rule change every year. I can't worry about rule changes. We got to play basketball. If it's something early, I got to make an adjustment to it. Eventually make adjustment to it. So I'm not really concerned with it.
Some of the rule changes have maybe benefited you over the years. Some of them maybe, took something away. Is that the way you look at it?
Yeah. There's some that come in, you'd be like, oh. Some come in, you'd be like, dang. You learn to play with it all. Some that's, might benefit a player, and some that might not. You learn to play with it all, and it's the rules. You can't argue against the rules, can't fight against them. You just got to find a way to be effective with whatever rule they put in.
Do you find that rule changes now, or points of emphasis, or whatever they call it, after the first 2-3 weeks, things kind of die down anyway?
Well, some has been that way. I think some has been, trial and error to see how it goes. It's been very aggressive early, and then they kind of toned back. Some they've kept, for a while. So I think early on, if you've seen the other night in the game, it's been a lot of free throws in the preseason, so they're calling stuff a little tighter. But it's been like that before, when they took the hand checking away. Guys were shooting so many free throws in these games. So it's just about, making an adjustment early, and we don't have as many preseason games to do that now. So, hopefully we can, whatever the rule change is going to be, hopefully we can get in our minds quick.
You don't think this is the Dwyane Wade rule, do you?
No, I don't at all, especially since the players.
You alluded to it a little bit, but there were, the Cavs shot 56 free throws last night. I think the average for teams was like in the 30s.
Yeah.
Do players notice that, even though those games aren't necessarily, being shown anywhere? Do you see those boxes?
Yeah, I've seen it. Twitter shows you everything. Yeah, I mean, it just shows you how tight they call in the game. And, this time of the year anyway, it's going to be more fouls because guys are trying to get into basketball shape. So if you're a little tired, you put your hands on guys a little more. You don't move your feet as much because your feet get a little heavy. So, you understand that there's going to be more fouls now than there will be, when you really get into that, that midseason form, that basketball shape you need to be in.
Dwyane, does Norris look more polished running a pick and roll than you might expect out of a rookie?
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's what 4 years of college do to you. And also, someone who's kind of been, under the radar his whole life and had to fight for everything that he's gotten. He's humble, he's mature. But he's also, could tell, he played 4 years of basketball, and as a point guard, when you play 4 years in college, you take on the mentality of your coach in a sense, and, he has that mentality. So, he picks up things very fast, and even though he's a rookie, he's going to make rookie mistakes. I think we're going to be confident with him in the lineup, with him with the ball. Mm-hmm. And, the mistakes he make on the fly would be there to help him out, and he's going to make some great plays as well.
What were the mistakes that you made when you were picking up the pro game pick and roll when you were younger?
I mean, when I came in, it was a little different because I never played point guard before, but, just learning the spots, where to run the pick and roll at, learning where the guys are going to be. Most important, when you're playing point guard, you got to know where all of the 4 guys are going to be on the floor. If they're not in the right spots, you got to be able to get them in the right spots before you run an offense. So it's just about, slowing down a little bit, being patient, and being a floor general. And, early on, I wasn't really a floor general, and I had to learn, how to get guys in the right spot. If they forgot, I had to be the one to tell them. And, because my turnovers was going up because they wasn't, so I had to be there to let them know, you need to be right there. So just kind of being, like I said, the coach on the floor. And it's not an easy job. Point guard is the toughest position in the league. Credit to him for coming in already polished, but I'm sure he's going to learn a lot.
So he's a little bit ahead of where you were?
No doubt. He's ahead of where I was when it comes to point guard now. I could score better than he could when I came in. But he's a little bit ahead of me when it comes to just knowing, the offense, being on the second team, seeing what the first team do, come in and pick it up right away. He's pretty good at that. And like I said, he's a floor general already, so he's mature and he can tell when someone messes up. He just got to be, more vocal. You get to the point when you're young, you don't want to be as vocal. He'll get more vocal. He'll start telling guys, where to get and when to get there.
Yesterday, Riley said that he just simply wanted to play bigger. I guess how much more is there to improve upon?
Win the championship. Individually, we've, our whole careers we've played pretty good.
Yeah.
Just the final results is how you play better and bigger. Obviously as a player, you never want to say, well, we can't get no better than that. You always feel you can improve, but finally, at the end of the day, it's about winning. So we didn't play big enough and better enough because we didn't win. So I think that's what it all boils down to.